What is a good search visibility score? Everyone wants to get more views, more traffic, and we want to generate more leads from YouTube. But here's the thing. Most business owners are tracking the wrong metrics. If you've ever looked at your SEO score in TubeBuddy, or tried to understand the data in vidIQ, then you've missed the real indicator that actually shows you how your content is ranking. In this episode, I'm going to show you how you can track your true search visibility score, how to know what's good, how to track it the right way. And because there wasn't a tool out there that did this, I built a tool myself. It costs 10 bucks. I'm going to show it to you. So let's talk about that elephant in the room. What's up with tools like TubeBuddy and vidIQ that give you an SEO score? Well, those scores are based on data that doesn't really matter. Have you done all these things? Yes, you're a score of 100%. But are you ranking at the top of YouTube, Google, or ChatGPT? Well, no, that's not part of the score. Let me show you what I mean. So take a look at the screen here. I've currently got vidIQ and TubeBuddy plugins installed in my Chrome extensions, whatever. So if I go to YouTube and I type in how to discipline a child that lies and steals, notice that Nicolene's video, this video was posted just 7 days ago, is ranking at the top of YouTube. Now look over at the right here. It says I've got a score of 32 out of 100. So we posted this video to YouTube. It's ranking at the top within the first week, and yet vidIQ says that my score is a 32. I don't know, I'm ranking at the top. Now, if we go back into the analytics, we can look at the TubeBuddy SEO score. Same thing. This is the same video, but it says I've got a 50% SEO score. And you can look down at their checklist. I'm only showing 4 of the items. I think there's like 8 or 12. But, ooh, you've done this one right, but this one you haven't done right. And this one you haven't done right. You know what? We've actually done those things right, but our parameters are different. That's why our videos are ranking at the top. So we have several hundreds of videos that are ranking at the top for Nicolene about parenting. Let me show you another example. This is Jason Schroeder. If we go to YouTube and we type in how to become a construction project manager, we find Jason at the top. But we look over at the vidIQ score and we've got 51 out of 100. Now if we open up this pop-up, it says that if you have 1 million plus subscribers, you might be able to break into this competitive search term. But if you're a smaller channel, whatever. Look, we're a small channel. We've got 27,000 subscribers, but in the last 11 months, we've ranked at the top of YouTube. We've gotten 27,000 views. We know what we're doing. Here's another way that I know that what we're doing works just based out of YouTube analytics. Okay, YouTube analytics is way better than TubeBuddy or vidIQ. You can look at your improvement in search traffic. So the blue represents a 90-day period, and the purple represents the 90 days prior to that, okay? So in the prior quarter, we had 79,000 views from YouTube search. So we've had that much search traffic or search views in a 90-day period, but the most recent 90-day period, that increased from 79,000 to 87,000. So we know that we're getting more and more search traffic. So wouldn't it be cool if there was a tool that could actually track rankings like that could track, are your videos ranking at the top? Well, one doesn't exist until I created one. I'm going to show you a spreadsheet that I created in Google. Okay, I know that this is a spreadsheet, but if you can interpret what we're looking at, this should appear very, very exciting to you. Okay, so this is for Jason Schroeder. He's a consultant in the construction world, and these are a lot of different topics that he wants to rank for on Google, YouTube, and ChatGPT. When we first pulled the data on this a year ago, October 15th of 2024, there were no yeses, but we see some startings and some no's. What does that mean? Well, a yes means if we type this into YouTube, is he ranking at the top, meaning the top 3? Or do we have to scroll down but still find them in the top 20? A yes would be the top 3, or a starting means the top 20. And a no means we don't find Jason anywhere. So we didn't have any yeses. If we give a yes a score of 1, if we give a starting a score of 0.25, we add all these together that we see here, and that adds up to 3.25. And that's out of 21, because there's 21 different topics that we want to rank for on Google, YouTube, and ChatGPT. But look at this. 1 month later, now we have some yeses, and our total score is up to 8.25 out of 21. And you can see over the following weeks, we increase that to 11, then 18, and then 21 out of 21. So this type of scoring works so much better than relying on your number of views on a video or relying on the number of subscribers you have on your channel, because there are a lot of different sources of traffic on YouTube. The most viral type of traffic is suggested. That's what YouTube calls it. YouTube suggested those videos to you based on, how viral the interest is. Or there's also browse traffic. There's external traffic. There's a lot of internal features on YouTube too, and you can differentiate all those different sources of traffic, and there's different algorithms. So just because you have a video that gets a lot of views, or just because your channel has a lot of subscribers, doesn't translate into lead generation. So what I've shown you how to track here, that does translate into lead generation. Let me ask you a question. Would you rather have 10,000 views on a video and have it not generate any leads, which is very realistic? You could generate 1 million views on a video. Okay. Would you rather generate 10,000 views on a video, or would you rather have a video that got only 100 views but generated 10 leads? Yeah, it's obvious, right? It's hard emotionally to accept that because we love it when a video goes viral. It's validation, or it seems like it is, but it doesn't generate leads, does it? But imagine a video that only had 100 views that generated 10 leads. That's the approach that I'm recommending. Let me take you into a live spreadsheet. Okay, so this is for one of my clients. Now, I call each of these sections a branch. And this is a branch, I've colored it green because this is one that we want to dominate. And you can see in this column the dates where we've launched some of these episodes. And you can see on those rows where we've launched an episode on that date, you can see where it changed from a no to a starting, and when it changed from a starting to a yes, and it just continues to go, month after month after month, we continue to hold that traction. Now, if I scroll down, you'll see that there's a lot of branches that we've listed here, some that we've ignored, some that we're focusing on. Like this one right here, we started focusing on later. So you can see that in May, we had all no's. Then by June, we had 2 yeses. We had a score of 2. By August, we had a score of 14. And so you can see how those numbers increase or decrease over time. Now, for a spreadsheet like this, you could imagine how much time it takes if you have to take that title into YouTube, hit search, determine if it's a yes, no, or a starting, and then do it for that one, and do it for that one, right? And so that's every single one of these we did, and that's how we got these no's or yeses or startings. But then we have to come back a month later and do the whole thing for this entire spreadsheet. You can imagine that that takes a lot of time. So I created a tool, and I want to share that tool with you. Okay, so this is my YouTube rank tool. You can see I last used it for Jason Schroeder. And how many titles did I put in here? Clear down to row 49, which is great because this tool does 100 at a time. I've only used it for 49, so I can actually rerun this list. In fact, let me just, most of these are yes, as you can see, but let me grab some of these that have yeses, no's. I'm just going to copy them down here. You'll see in a minute what I'm doing. Let me grab where it goes from starting down to that no. Okay, so I'll grab those. Well, let's put those right there. So I'm going to delete all of this. And I'm going to delete all of that. Okay, so now let me just take what I copied and I'll move it up to the top. Okay, so watch this. I can hit click to start and it says processing. So now we're just counting up. So this tool is going and checking the ranking for all of these. So we'll get an updated ranking of either yes or no or starting based on today's date. Okay, there it appears. So you can see we've got a yes, a no, a yes, a no, all the way down. And you can do up to 100 searches in this tool per day. There's limits set in there by Google and YouTube. So it resets every day, or there's some things that I can teach you if you need to search for like 200 or 300 of them in a specific day. I can show you how to do that too. So if you want to be able to measure your real YouTube search visibility, just like I've shown you, and you can track how many of your videos are ranking at the top of YouTube search for any topic that you want to search, you can head over to YouTube Rank Tool youtuberanktool.com. I built this tool for all of my clients so that we can check and see how all of our videos are ranking. I'm going to share this tool with you too. It's just $10. It's not a monthly thing. You just pay that one time and you can have access to this tool as well. Just go to youtuberanktool.com.